Hey, and thanks for tuning in to My Savvy Agent. My name is Kara Baratich. I work with Structure Real Estate Group here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Today we're going to be going over how to deep clean your house. All right, here we go. The easiest way to keep from getting overwhelmed when you're deep cleaning your home is to tackle it in zones. This is called zone cleaning. So this basically means that you're going to clean a room from top to bottom. Everything in that room is going to get cleaned before moving on to the next. Before you get started cleaning, you need to get all of the products that you're going to need together in one place. That way you're not having to leave the zone to go find more supplies to get it clean, because if you leave, that can definitely lead to distraction. All right, let's go ahead and go over what a bathroom deep clean looks like. Of course, you're gonna have your shower and your tub, and the easiest way to do this is, of course, start from top to bottom. Go ahead and spray whatever cleaning product you feel comfortable using in your home. Get that sprayed on, let it maybe sit for a little bit, and then start scrubbing. If you have a window in your bathroom, make sure you're getting the window cleaned off, of course the blinds, and then move over to the mirror. And you're gonna just kind of work from top to bottom. Because any dust or grime that you're getting off, it's going to obviously fall. So if you start from the top, you're gonna make sure that that area stays clean, and you're just gonna kind of clean as you go. After that, you go ahead and just take everything off your countertops, wipe those down, get in, around the faucet, and then you just put everything back on after you kind of wipe those down as well. So the toothbrush holder, as well as the shower head, those items can actually get thrown in the dishwasher to get them nice and clean and disinfected. After you get the countertop finished up, you're gonna go ahead and move on to the vanity. This part's a little bit more time consuming just because you're probably going to want to pull things out and organize and maybe throw away or recycle things that you're just not using anymore. Once you get to the vanity, go ahead and pull out everything underneath, give it a good wipe down, and then of course go through things as you're putting them back in order to keep kind of that clutter down. Once your vanity's done, go ahead and move on to the toilet. Start at the top of the water reservoir and then work your way down. Make sure you get around the seal, it can get pretty gross. Then you're going to clean off your light switches and your towel racks, the door and the door handles, and then of course your trash can. Wipe down the walls as well. Once that's done, go ahead and wipe down the baseboards and sweep and mop the floor. Now that you are done with the bathroom, let's go ahead and move on to the master bedroom. The same rules apply. So you're gonna wanna start from the top to the bottom. Maybe you haven't cleaned in a while and you have a few cobwebs in the corner, go ahead and get that broom out and get that cleaned up. If you have a ceiling fan, that's going to be one of the better times to clean your ceiling fan because they can get really dusty and then it all kind of falls down. I usually try to do this on a day where I'm gonna be washing my sheets just because all that dust kind of falls down. So I'll clean my fan really well and then I'll throw my sheets and my comforter and everything in the wash, and so everything's just nice and clean. And then again, you're just gonna work your way down. So then you're going to want to clean your windows, any blinds that are in there. You can kind of shake out or even vacuum down your curtains in your bedroom, and then that's going to freshen those up a little bit. Even sometimes I'll do a little, spray of maybe Febreze or whatever you feel comfortable using, just to kind of freshen it up. Keep in mind, if you do throw your curtains in the wash, which you can absolutely do if they're kind of yellowing or getting really gross, do not put them in the dryer. The dryer is going to shrink them just enough to where wherever you have your curtain rod hung, it's actually going to shorten the curtains and it's going to be very frustrating. So if you do that, just make sure you let them air dry and then go ahead and either steam them or iron them by hand. All right, so once you have the windows and the blinds cleaned up, all of the wall decor needs to get wiped off, and then you can move on to maybe your dresser decor and things like that. Make sure you take everything off, wipe it down. If you are feeling overzealous, you can always pull all of your clothes out and maybe go through those at the same time. If you do that, that's the best time to clean out your drawers. So just kind of do a quick wipe down, and then when you put everything back in, it's nice and clean. Of course, the flooring is going to be last. If you have any rugs or anything else you can throw in the wash, go ahead and get that thrown in. And then of course, you're going to want to take your vacuum, get the hose, and you're going to vacuum around all of the baseboards. Get all that dust that gets stuck, in the carpet and the baseboards, and then go around your furniture as well and do the same thing. Once that's done, then you can go ahead and vacuum, and that room is done. The same rules apply to the living room space. Of course, top to bottom again, if there's any ceiling fans, get those wiped down first. and then just kind of work your way down. Once you finish with the ceiling corners and the ceiling fan, go ahead and move down to the windows, blinds, and curtains. Go ahead and dust the decor next. This includes the wall and the furniture decor, and then as you're doing that, you can go ahead and dust the furniture as well. All of the walls also need to get wiped down in the living room, and then any of your, throw pillows or your blankets that you might use in your living room, go ahead and just throw those in the washing machine. As you're deep cleaning your living room, make sure you are lifting up the couch cushions. You can give that a good vacuum, and then also under the couch as well. If you're able to, maybe pull the couch out and really clean the floor. There's a lot of crumbs and just dirt that kind of gets stuck under the couch. So if you can go ahead and pull that out, sweep, and then give it a good scrub down, including the baseboards in that area as well. It's going to get it really nice and clean. If you can, I think you can rent upholstery cleaners. You'd be surprised on how much your couch can collect as far as, dirt and grime. So if you can do that once a year, you're going to, even twice a year, you're going to have a much fresher couch. Because of course we all know that's the area we are in with our families, and it can just get really dirty. Don't forget to get any of the door handles and doors in your living room space, as well as any light switches. Go ahead and dust and wipe down your baseboards throughout your living room. And last, you can go ahead and vacuum, or if you have laminate, hardwood, or tile, you can go ahead and sweep and mop. All right, moving on to the kitchen, and I am going to preface, the kitchen can be the most overwhelming place to clean, especially when you're deep cleaning, because there's just so much grime. The kitchen is used on a daily basis. Lots of people go in and out of that. You have a lot of splatter from cooking. It is really the most important space in your home to deep clean as far as keeping your family healthy. Of course, when you're doing this, you're going to want to start from the top to the bottom again. Getting, any cracks and crevices. I know in my kitchen I have those ledges, so I will actually hop up on the counter or get a ladder, and I will just kind of do a quick vacuum just to make sure I'm getting all of the dust that's accumulated over the year. So after I get all of that cleaned up, I go through the pantry from top to bottom as well. You take everything out and you just start wiping each shelf down as you're going through top to bottom. And then of course when you get to the bottom, you're going to want to clean, any baseboards that are in there. And if you have hardwood or laminate or tile, go ahead and just give that a good scrub at the bottom, because any food, that breaks open or does fall or drip, it's dripping onto that floor. So once my pantry's done, then I'd probably move over to my refrigerator. Now, the refrigerator, you do want to pull out at least once a year, because, things fall, they roll under there, and it can really get kind of gross. And so just pull out your refrigerator as far as possible and go ahead and get that vacuumed up and then of course cleaned. Once you're done with that, then you can push the refrigerator back in and go ahead and again from top to bottom. So go ahead and pull everything out of the refrigerator side, start wiping down with a nice clean cloth, and put things back, in an organized fashion. This is another good time to go through any of your condiments that may have been in there for a little bit longer than you'd like to admit. And just kind of get those tossed and out of the refrigerator. Then of course you're not going to want to forget your freezer. They do say that you're supposed to defrost your freezer at least once a year. If you're able to, great. If not, just make sure you wipe it down. I know my kids will get, popsicles. There's like little juice spots here and there. So I'll just kind of quickly wipe those up and do the best that I can. The ice maker is a place where a lot of people forget. Sometimes that ice, depending on how much you use it, but it can sit in there for quite a while. So I usually kind of empty that out, make sure I just do a quick wipe down and put it in to get a fresh batch of ice. If you do have a dispenser for water, make sure you're cleaning and disinfecting that as well. All right, so refrigerator is done. The pantry is done. The refrigerator is done. You do the same thing to the microwave and the stove. A quick tip for the microwave is if you just get a cup of water and you put it in there even for a minute, it will kind of steam the area, and then it makes for a really quick and easy wipe down. Go ahead and look for a self-cleaning setting on your oven. It's going to make your life so much easier. Go ahead and start working on the upper cabinets, taking everything out and wiping from the top shelf down. After that, you're going to clean off all of the small appliances that you have on your countertops, as well as cleaning the countertops off. And then you're going to move on to any decor. This will include any of the decor on your walls or on your counter space. All right, once you have your cabinets and your counters clean, you're going to want to move down to drawers and then any cabinets at the bottom. Our drawers actually do collect quite a bit of, dust and crumbs. So again, just take everything out, do a quick wipe down, Clean things as needed when you're putting them back in. Last, you're going to want to wipe down all of the walls, clean off the baseboards, and then of course sweep and mop the floor. And you are done with the kitchen. As you are deep cleaning, don't forget the exterior of your home. You know, cobwebs kind of get stuck in corners, so get that broom out and make sure you're knocking those down. Clean the exterior side of the windows. Next, you're going to want to go ahead and clean off your patio furniture. You can either throw the cushions in the wash or just hose them down. And then of course you're going to want to sweep and possibly hose down any patio or deck areas. That's going to kind of refresh that space as well. If you are ready to tackle deep cleaning your home, whether you're moving or you're just maybe spring or fall cleaning, I have attached a link for a deep cleaning checklist in the description for you to download and use. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found my video helpful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when I post a new video. Until next time, stay savvy.